So I don't know why I'm so excited. Like, I just got so excited the other day when you wanted to go live. I'm like, oh, I have been waiting. And then I realized, I'm like, have I been waiting? I didn't know I was waiting. Like, why am I so excited? But I'm very excited today too. Like, oh, Tammy's here. So what do we work?
I have done a bit. I'm not going to say every single day. Quite frankly, it's been a handful of times that I've worked with the whole power washing and the pellets with the anger and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of energy. And I'm like, am I having some kind of like Kundalini awakening kind of thing happening? Because I'm like, energy so much that like I can't stay still. It's like traveling up and down my spine so much. I'm just like, I'm like, I have to be careful.
I can feel it. Like, I'm excited like a little kid. I can feel it in my body. I'm like,
I have to be careful though, because when I'm using my own energy, I have issues with my chronic fatigue syndrome. So that is a thing that I'm going to have to work around, like when to use my own energy versus, since I am tapped into Reiki, like using that modality and using my own energy when they're appropriate, so that I'm not burning myself out kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely some changes that have happened for sure.
Okay. All right. So I am like,
I am an example of, I don't feel like trauma is what we're going to address, but I don't come into this with any kind of
we most certainly are not addressing trauma today.
Because we never know what's going to happen. I could be like screaming like a banshee to release something, or who knows what's going to happen when it comes to me. But
I need to take I'm getting so hot right now. We haven't even opened the energy lines. I don't know if you can see, like my skin is getting warm.
And I can't remember her name. The feeling that the person that was supposed to come back earlier that she went to sleep.
Oh, Harjeet.
I got this really strong feeling, and I don't like doing this, but I'm gonna anyway, because I got a really strong feeling that she's not calling in her ancestors. She's calling in the people that need to be activated.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
She is activating people. As soon as she came up on there, my hands were throbbing as soon as she opened herself up to the energy. Like I just got shivers and goosebumps. And so we can move on to
I was like getting to energy, like she was calling in the people, but it didn't feel like ancestors, like her bloodline. It felt like
I instantly got this is like to assist people with awakening, like directly assist with awakening. That's what I got. But
I'm writing in her notes.
You're writing it in her notes what I said. I feel special.
Yeah, heck yeah. Okay.
So I'm ready to start dipping into the sandbox a little bit, I guess. A little bit more, I guess.
So look at me. I'm like, this is not my energy. Like
I'm fidgeting. I'm fidgeting though, but not in an excited way. Because I haven't let the stuff that's happened in the last few weeks while I've like integrated and this energy has been kind of intense. I'd never let it scare me from completely backing off from this. It's a nervous energy, like what's next, but in a good way.
Yeah, you would not have been called to me if you didn't have something big to play with. Whether it's being a beacon or a whatever it is for those that are watching, the people who are drawn to work with me have important roles. So like, man, this energy, I'm like, who is this Tammy? Like, what is this energy? All right, I'm opening the energy lines. Is Jackie on right now? Jackie, yeah, Jackie. Can you feel that, Jackie?
My hands are on. Just as soon as you tapped in, my hands are on.
It is rolling through my teeth like in this mega roll. Like
it's, yeah, right. It's pulse. My hand.
I'm
That's-
feeling it.
That's
Oh.
crazy. Like I'm not even thinking about it, and it's just there.
I'm
That's
not even going
crazy.
into your spine.
I'm pretty clear. I did some work earlier, well, maybe yesterday or earlier today. And then I was on earlier when you were on. And so I'm pretty clear. Yeah, I have goosebumps too. I'm pretty tapped in. I'm pretty tapped into you. Literally every single time you talked about your sinuses or your eyes, or every time you yawned, I was doing the exact same thing at the exact same time. So we're
just as long as you're closing out at the exact same time too.
right.
The client. All right, so I'm going in. Oh, we are not. We are gonna go play in the white room. Okay, start the time now.
The white
guys.
room.
We're
This
going
is
to
a
the white
first, right?
Yeah, it's not a trauma room. Okay. You get to choose how you want to get there. I see you climbing up like a ladder, but you get to choose any way you want to go.
A ladder?
It's like an angled ladder, so you're like kind of like falling up the ladder. I don't know that. I don't know why.
We'll give it a try. You do that.
Yeah, it reminds me of like those like kid bunk bed caves where you sometimes they have the angled ladders and the kids get to climb up.
I used to have a bed, one of those. I used to have one of those as a kid and climb, and I could have had my bed anywhere. It wasn't like I had a sibling. I just wanted to be up there, but I'm afraid of heights now. So go figure.
Good thing is you can't fall in a fifth dimensional virtual
Right.
reality. Okay. So let's get you up there.
Interesting.
This jungle gym style.
I actually see a ladder. For once, I'm actually getting some visuals.
What do you see when you get to the white room?
I'm still just seeing the ladder. Okay. No, I'm not going to focus on seeing because I get anxious when I focus on it too much. So just my
switch out, switch your hats, switch your senses.
Yeah. Okay, so there's definitely energy, not mine or yours, that's here.
Let's find out who came. Okay.
All right.
And for those that are new to my lives, all of my rooms are guarded and protected. So anyone that's there is invited. By mind, body, or spirit, not necessarily by mind.
My ears are roaring.
My hands are on my ears.
And
try speaking telepathically through a claircognizance.
I'm not picking up anything other than feeling the energy, but it's a lot of energy. I don't get a feeling that this is actually human.
No,
definitely
is not human.
This is not human. This is not human. This is an otherworldly energy.
Yeah,
for sure.
The way
and I already have the knowing that they've been trying to contact me and communicate me, and I have been afraid of what I have been seeing. And so apparently it's time to meet, because I have had this knowing, and quite frankly, earlier yesterday, I think it was, when you were talking about if you go into the room and you don't feel any other energies, then you're probably not of this earth. I knew before that, but that was the confirmation that I'm here. I'm not an earthbound energy. That's why I have such a hard time grounding to this earth, because I don't want to be here. From the moment I came out of the womb, I felt different and alien, and that's why, and now I know. So what exactly
So what I want you to do,
do I
Tammy,
need to know? Why are you here? Could give me a little more information.
pause for a second. When
Pause
I
for a
came
second.
into the room as you, I felt like a rug rat. I felt like the room was huge and I was tiny and my view was of a toddler. Before you communicate with that energy, you need to expand up to your natural your non-human state. Expand your energy up, then speak to that entity.
This is hard because this is intense energy I'm not used to.
Mhm.
Holy
Right?
cow.
Yeah. Expand it out like you're meditating out,
Okay.
and let the energy push out, because we're not a physical being with an energy inside of us, or an energy system with a physical being in the center, right? With energy field, and I show people how to feel those layers outside. I want you to expand your layers to fill your space.
Wow, I wish I had my water in front of me.
Focus on the water. Focus on the energy. Expand your own energy to take up more space.
Okay, the room just got very bright. And I definitely don't feel like I'm as small. I don't know that I'm completely filling the space, but
No, you're a level 4 out of 10.
Hmm?
Level 4 out of 10.
wow, as I'm doing that, I'm feeling more energy as I'm expanding out. Like I'm feeling it more.
And you're also giving all that energy that's in your body more space to expand, so it's not so like bouncy.
Whew.
You're going to stabilize the energy the more space you take
Yeah,
up.
I'm starting to get like shake.
Mhm.
Okay, I feel like I'm expanding out, but I'm not as much above and below me, I feel like.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I'm seeing that.
So let's focus on that a little.
Tilt your head back. That's going to help the energy come up.
Whoa, okay. There we go.
So much. Like, let's put the brakes on that.
Whoa.
Mhm.
I don't feel giddy very often, but it's kind of not controllable right now.
Let's get our message.
Okay. I almost didn't even need to ask. They came to be in my space in a safe container so that I don't need to be afraid,
Mhm.
and that I can call the energy in and have that relationship with the energy and not push it away, because it's been coming through in dreams, and that's why they're here, so that I don't have to be as afraid of it.
Mhm.
All right, anything else? Because I'm definitely not afraid. Which, coming out of my mouth, that's really saying something. Seriously saying something. Okay, is there anything else while we're here that that was the other thing, that I deserve to take up space. They're here to show me that.
Hold on. We're going to
That
pause
it's
for a moment. We're going to let the audience repeat that to themselves. She deserves to take up space. So whatever gender you may align with, I want you to put that in your personal pronoun. I, she, he. Sometimes it's more powerful coming as a she, he. She deserves to take up space. She deserves to take up space. He deserves to take up space.
and there we go.
Ooh.
Wow. Knowing that I have so much energy. Wow. I needed to know that so that I wasn't afraid of my own energy. I needed to know that, like, on a deep level, not just yeah, I know I deserve to take up space, like on a gut level. But I had to do enough gut work, I think, to get to that point. And then this is definitely validating that, for sure. Because this energy is so familiar. I'm not getting specifically, this is energy that I'm familiar with. So I should not be afraid at all, because it's quite
you.
frankly, this is my energy. And
You gotta own this. You gotta own it.
wow, this is a lot of energy. And I, being someone that with a diagnosis of MECFS, that literally can sleep 20 hours a day, this is just wild to me. All right, am I supposed to know anything else or do anything else right now? Or am I just sitting in this energy and basking in it?
Savor the shit out of this.
I'm quite fine with that too. Wow. I am filling the whole room for once in my entire life.
And you were built, designed to fill the room. You're not asking for anything more or taking anything more than what was already yours.
I don't have to shrink myself down, and I wasn't sent here to shrink myself down.
We don't need shrunken people.
I'm already less than 5 feet tall. I mean, how much more could I shrink? I am shaking.
Even if we hit time, we are not leaving until this energy dissipates a little. This is your moment.
I am like so. Ugh. I'm shivering. I've got goosebumps. This is very intense, but I've been sort of not afraid, but just hesitant, I think. Because I've always felt like I feel things so intense and I don't want it to be out of my control. And why was I so afraid of this energy that's me? Wow.
We're Buffalo, Tammy.
Oh, my ears are ringing so loud. I'm actually, I didn't hear what you said. All I heard was my name.
I said, we are Buffalo.
Whew.
We walk into the storm together.
Okay. So now I don't necessarily need to have my energy out like this all the time, right? Because I don't necessarily
You're gonna
want
drain
to.
yourself.
I will drain myself, and I don't want to be bumping into absolutely every energy that I come in contact with. So I can do that when I need to, and I can pull my energy back, right? If I send it out, I can pull it back. So let's calm it down a little bit.
Think of it like our body, right? We can expand our arms diagonally and our legs diagonally out to make this like giant star jumping jack shape. But we don't walk around like that, even though we can take up that much physical space. Like it's just not our normal state.
Whew. I almost don't want to do it, but I know I have to, because I will drain myself. But I don't have to shrink down quite as small as I was, but
you need to know that that's the space you can take up.
Okay. What I'm finding really trippy is that now that that I'm a bit more open, I'm just knowing intuitively now I'm just knowing intuitively now that what to do.
The greatest gifts we give each other are not things that fit in wrapping paper.
I'm back enough. I'm back enough. I don't need to go so small as I was, but I'm back enough.
We're not coming back from the white room yet. We got to stabilize your energy. We still got to bring, you got to come down
Ground a little bit.
a bit more before we come back to the first moment.
This is some serious energy, man. Yeah, I'm still vibrating so much that, yeah.
We're going to wait. We are
All
not
right,
bringing you back vibrating that high.
All right, so I need to ground myself a little bit, because that's an ability
Hold
that
up.
I have.
Do you need to ground
myself a little bit?
Hang on. Do you need to ground yourself, or is that an autopilot response?
It is an autopilot response, because for the majority of my existence, I have been up in the ethers and dissociated from the planet. And that hasn't always, I think I've always been told, you're too much. Like, shrink yourself down. And that whole feeling always made me feel like I need to be grounded, I think, is the feeling that I got from people. So yes, that is my autopilot, to ground myself, or attempt to anyway. So is there another way for me to calm the energy down without completely grounding myself?
First of all, we need to get you a t-shirt. You're still in the white room.
Energy.
You're trying to ground yourself in a white room that I placed you in, that's fifth dimension. Of course you're not grounded.
So how do I calm it down? Because I'm like, something like this happened one time when someone else messed with my energy and I didn't give permission for them to do it.
Mhm.
And so it's a little like I need to figure out how to
Okay,
calm
first
this
off,
down
you are
somewhat.
let me
'Cause
be
it
in
is
control.
wild.
I
Okay.
put you there. I will bring you back.
Okay.
You're still there. Like, you're not going to be grounded. That is the whole intent of going there, to remove the essence, the non-essential essence from the body to travel. So deep breath. Let's say goodbye to the entity that came forward to support this.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now I want you to count down from 30 to 1 and descend down that same ladder. Each rung, there's going to be 30 of them. Each rung is a countdown. And what that's doing is that's bringing you back slowly down the super fast elevator type of speed. We're coming down slowly down that ladder, out of 5th into 4th, out of 4th into 3rd. And I'm closing up everything behind you. Okay.
Wow.
Now do you feel grounded?
More grounded. Yeah. I actually feel this is really odd because this is a sensation that I don't know that I've ever had before. I feel grounded and connected to the ethers equally at the same time. Like I am not completely closed off from that energy, but I feel grounded at the same. That this is like this is a first for sure. Like I've always felt like completely out or shrinking myself and attempting to ground, but I feel completely just balanced, I guess, energy wise. That's balance. Is that what this feels like?
You are a multi-dimensional being playing on a 3D board game.
Yeah.
Our job is to play on this board game, but not to forget who we are. So yes, you can toggle between, but you have to have the respect of the process. You go up with control, you come back slowly with control, you go back up with control, and that's very different than, it's very different than having no control and just sort of like running amok energetically.
There was a question that I was going to bring up because of this whole fact that I know I'm traveling at night,
Oh, totally.
but I'm not remembering all the time. At this
Your
point,
mind
I
is
feel
not.
like it would be okay to, before I go to sleep, just say, my intention before I go to sleep is to remember where I went and what I was supposed to see and learn.
Well, you're making an assumption that your mind was supposed to remember. Some things are beyond our mind's comprehension.
Right. True.
So it's like you
They
wouldn't
could be
tell.
taking me there to do
Work.
stuff that I'm not supposed to remember. That's true.
Well, like think about like, would you tell a 5-year-old that they were going to a doctor to have some examination, or you should be like, hey, we're going to the doctors. Well, what are we going for? We're not going to tell you about the inoculations you're about to get, like the school vaccination. About that. We're going to go see the doctor, right? Limited information.
Right.
Your mind gets limited information because detail will freak you out. Oh, we went on another planet to meet with other species. Like, you know, like,
I've been home a few times. I've been home a few times. I might not need to know where that is at this point, but I know I've.
so here in we're at time, so I'm gonna kind of just speak to the audience for a moment. If we went home and we felt love outside of 3D, right? When you feel love in a fifth dimensional way, love vibrates. Most people don't feel love. They don't have sexual encounters with people and have that very tantric, high vibe, soul partner response, because most partners are not both at a higher vibrational capacity. If you felt lonely here and you felt really loved there, why would you want to come back to Earth and play on this board game, right? So it's easier just to have the amnesia so that you can fulfill the reason you came.
Right. That makes 100% sense. Makes 100% sense to me now. I will know things when I am supposed to know things.
And
if I am supposed to know things.
Not to see it as being withheld, information withheld, but see it as
for my highest good. If and when I will, yeah.
As you train up, right? Just like we don't talk about quantum physics theories to second graders, but as you train up, you can handle the more complex terms.
I need some electrolytes.
Definitely. I even not the one leading the path. Yeah, definitely.